Hey guys, so today I came across this interesting recipe I saw on YouTube from Alvin Zhou. So I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly. So this recipe is a 48 hours chocolate cookie, which begs the ultimate question, why though? That's what we are about to find out in this video. It's basically a chocolate toffee cookie, so I'm gonna start with the toffee because it will take some time in the freezer to freeze, which should probably add to the total amount of hours spent making these goddamn cookies. For that, we will need 115 grams unsalted butter, 200 grams light brown sugar, 1 teaspoon salt on a medium heat. Whisk everything together until they sort of melt together and become this glorious thick toffee. It's important to keep whisking because they might separate. After that, we'll take them out of the heat and on a parchment paper, pour the toffee over and let it cool down before putting it in the freezer for 1 hour. And while that happens, let's make us some brown butter. To make that, we will need 230 grams unsalted butter and that's it. We just toast that in a pan on a medium heat and leave it to melt. And yes, I know I should have cut the butter, but anyhow. First it becomes this yellowish color, and after 5 minutes or so it gets to this light brown color. It's not burnt, just a little bit browned. So this will give the cookie this crunchy, crispy outside and will be still moist from the inside, I guess. Anyway, for the dough, I will make 300 grams brown sugar, 100 grams white sugar, 2 teaspoons espresso powder, 2 teaspoons salt, and add the brown butter and mix that together. You know, butter and sugar are best friends, they go well together. Moving on. To that, we will add 2 whole eggs and 2 teaspoons vanilla extract. Give them all a good mix until everything is combined. After everything looks smoothly combined, we will add 340 grams all-purpose flour. Give them all a mixy mix and keep mixing until they're smooth and creamy. It's a bit thick and not easy to mix. It's partly because I didn't compensate the water that evaporated from the brown butter. I should have done that. I should have just added 1 ice cube or something, but yeah, I didn't do that. Brilliant. Now we can add the chocolate in this equation and pretend that we didn't add enough calories already. We will add 170 grams roughly chopped dark chocolate. At least 70% works best because it's not too sweet and will add a good balance to this calorie bomb. Now comes the fun part. Let's take out the toffee from the freezer and crack it into tiny bits. It doesn't seem like it was frozen, even though it was in the freezer for 1 hour. Anyway, let's try. Some parts are frozen, some parts aren't. I think it's because there wasn't enough water in the mixture, so it's not frozen properly. But using a knife did the trick. So I will cut them to roughly this size and put it all in the batter and try to mix everything. It's a bit hard, but it's fine. So this recipe should make around 12 cookies if you measure them at 110 grams per cookie. Also, this would be around 450 calories per cookie if you were wondering. And because I'm lazy, I'll just guesstimate their size and try to divide them into 12 equally sized balls. The best way to do this is actually using an ice cream scoop because it will be more consistent size-wise. But because I barely can afford making these videos, I'm using my hand. And they turn out to be 9 because I have clearly 3 way bigger than the other ones. Anyway, cover them and let them rest for 48 mouth-drooling hours. That's how they look after 48 hours now. They indeed got a bit darker, but nothing really noticeable happened. So let's put only the 4 small ones for around 15 to 20 minutes on 180°C. I will freeze the rest for the unsuspected friend that will come later and also for the safety of the circumference of my waist. Okay, so the moment I've been waiting for this whole goddamn week. Yes, I made a mistake and put way too much dough. I should have stuck to the plan and made 12 instead of 9 cookies, but because my lazy ass, that happened. But either way, I'm trying these fat boys. I'll pour myself a cup of milk. Milk and cookies are the perfect mix if you're 10. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not overhyping this. It's fucking amazing, but 48 hours is way too long for cookies. They are in the end cookies, and some people, including myself, literally eats 1 cookie in 1 bite. I mean, not these, but usually. So if you have time, you feel particularly gourmet that week, then do it. You won't regret it, I tell you that much. So that's it, gentle ladies. Let me know what you would want me to try next time, and thanks for tuning in. And if you ever did this, please do let me know in the comment section below. Damn, that rhymes. Until next time.